Hey everyone, welcome back to That's Not Bad. I'm Phil, great to have you here today. We have a request from Gavin, who lives in Stoke over in the UK. Thank you, Gavin. And Gavin has just said something different for you, mate. So, yes, this looks different indeed. British PATHE. It is PATHE, that's how you pronounce it, eh? British PATHE. Now, I remember that symbol. They did a lot of stuff. I associate that symbol with footage around like the end of the Second World War, the royal family back in the 40s and 50s. But this one dates to 1964. So this British PATHE obviously went for many, many years. And am I right in assuming that this was the sort of stuff they used to show in movie cinemas? I could be completely wrong. But yeah, I've got no idea what to expect. Short and sweet. Road manners. Yes, so let's see what we have. Let's step back in time. Here we go.
But you're a good fellow if ever there was one, who's really deserved a wifely kiss.
Wholesome family. This is a road safety thing, I'm thinking. Is that a Morris or an Austin?
A nice chap.
I recognise that. Oh, yes. I like this already.
Reversing.
That is?
Regardless.
Oh my god. I'm going to segue already. This car here, whether it's a Morris or an Austin or an MG or a bloody... God, they made so many of them. What was it? Wolseley, Riley. Anyway, my very first car when I was 17 was a crappy cream yellow Morris 1100. And I wrote it off coming back from my girlfriend's house one evening. I was the curves on the road were not the curves I was thinking about. I lost it on a wet corner. Arse came around and I overcorrected, hit a parked car, and I had no insurance. Yeah, rookie move and a silly thing for a young man to do. Had no insurance, knocked on the door, swapped details, felt stink, hated everything about it, of course. Went to work the next day, and I worked for one of the biggest employers in town at the time. I was basically the office boy, the lackey. It came in, and the receptionist said, "Oh, Phil, how's your night? Get up to much?" "Oh, don't ask." I said, "A terrible night." "Oh, well, I know how you feel. My son's car got written off." I'm like, "Oh, really? Where was that?" "Oh, it was Pine Hill Road." "Oh, shit." So I had crashed into the parked car that belonged to the son of the receptionist at my work, and I worked there for 4 years, and she never found out to this day. She's probably long gone and buried. But every time I see a car, this particular sort of shape, I just think back to that moment and think, man, my life would have been how she would have found a way for me to exit stage left if she ever found out I was the young uninsured idiot that crashed into her son's, her blood boy's car. Anyway, that was a bit of a segue. Sorry, we'll get into road manners.
Road manners, where are they?
But this car just brings back memories, man. Misspent youth.
Why is it that the nicest and politest of people in ordinary life so often become such selfish, stupid drivers? See how he behaved on the last turn.
Oh my god, look at the old traffic, man. That's awesome.
It seems to affect a lot of us. We've all got
it's an MG.
for decisions when we're
There we go.
it, so easily it goes to our heads. What's he doing now? Have you ever shown manners like this?
Oh my god.
Get that. But you should be watching the
Oh, hello.
road you're driving. Now, honestly, shouldn't you? We've all driven too furiously fast and, on occasions,
Oh my
too
god.
horrendously slowly.
Welcome to the 60s, man.
Manners, we're all tempted.
Wonder where she is now. Holy shit.
He's not a especially nasty man. He's considerate normally. But with a car, he's not his non-motoring self.
Well, that could be Wellington 2023, looking at that. That manoeuvre. Holy shit.
Have you ever stopped your car in the middle of the road and to blazes with everyone? You can see people do. And it's downright daft and selfish. But remember, he's a man who loves his wife and children. A thoroughly nice guy when he's standing on his own 2 feet.
To blazes with everyone. Oh, this is great.
Quite unconcerned, quite unaware of any of his iniquities.
Fuck everyone, basically. I'd love to know as well, is this... They can't all be extras. I'm guessing they're not all extras. So did they just film this live and everyone's going, what the fuck is this tool doing? I wonder. Could be wrong.
Here's a man who'd say, after you to a lady in normal circumstances. Just see what inroads a motor car makes into his after you instincts. It's really quite frightening the way power and isolation can so transform a man. Yet it's always happening. And women so often are better and less selfish drivers than men. What is it that a car does to a fella?
Oh my god, the social commentary's great. I'd be pissed if someone did that to me. It's never happened, but I'd be fucking ropeable. And everyone's driving these bloody Austins, look at them!
Hail fellow well met as a pedestrian is a much more typical motorist than we'd like to think. Because look at us, and just lip-read the language. Get out of it. Some women too. The bad behaviour where all of us often give...
Oh my god, well that was fantastic, man. That was this is not what I expected it to be at all. I assumed this is going to be some sort of road safety messaging. Maybe in a roundabout sort of way it is, basically showing that if you get behind the wheel, you can turn into a complete lunatic. I used to be someone who suffered from quite bad road rage. I think I've eased up now, and parenthood does that to you. I've never driven as cautiously as I have in the last 4 years of my life because I got precious cargo in the back, my baby girl, you know. But over the years, many moons ago, I wasted so much money on fast cars, loud cars, just not giving a fuck. But that's what young men do. And look, I was once a young man, so that's just how it is, you know. But I think I get the rationale for this particular message. And like I say, was this the sort of thing they showed at cinemas, or it obviously wasn't made for network broadcast on the BBC, I'd imagine. So they must have shown this somewhere. But that was, you know, it was only 3 minutes long, but that was really cool. That was a really interesting insight back into the old days in the UK. I'd love, if there's other stuff like this, and it looks like there is, I'd love other recommendations, because that was very amusing. And the social commentary, just, you know, different world. But that was a really good laugh. Thank you, Gavin. That was left field, but a great left field. So thank you. That was awesome. Love to see more stuff like this. As always, I've got a heap of stuff to get through. I am playing catch up. I love all the messages, all the recommendations. I do get through them. Really appreciate your support no matter where you are in the world. Stay safe as always and take care. Thanks, guys.